Where do I begin with writing my college application essay? Always such a great question. So it's one of those things as a former admissions counselor and college counselor, like the first thing I want students to do is just make sure that you're being your authentic self, right? I always say this phrase like college is for adults, it's not for kids, right? And so one of the most important pieces of the writing that I used to really enjoy is when I could tell that the person who was writing it is writing from the perspective of a 17, 18-year-old, if you will, right? And so you got to show that self-reflection to make sure that it's an authentic sharing of who you are. The other big thing I always tell my students is make sure that there's a good story in there, right? Like I don't want to hear from birth through high school. Like just find a moment in time. Like what's a point in time or a moment that you could not imagine admissions counselors not knowing about you in an application process. From there, you got to get some really good tools together in terms of like, how do we put this thing together? How do we scaffold it up to build this beautiful structure of an essay and really make an impact on the admissions counselor? You know, to answer that question of where do I begin with the writing the college application essay, you begin with yourself. That's the key to it all.